Welcome to Sidelined Sports, where we give you an up-close and personal look at the teams, coaches, and athletes that make up Columbia Basin. I'm host Sean Wells. Tonight, we check in on Quincy Soccer after they wrapped up postseason play. We see how Warden softball fared in state playoff action, and we catch up with Moses Lake softball playing state games in Spokane. You're watching Sidelined Sports, and it starts now. Quincy Soccer had a successful 2015 season. The Jacks made it back to the state playoffs under second-year head coach Arturo Guerrero. After taking first in state last season, the Jacks had their eye on another state title. This season brought a new challenge as Quincy moved up divisions from 1A to 2A. The Jacks lost in the opening round of state playoffs 2-1 to Pullman, but still believe the season was a success. First-team All-Conference defender Miguel Diaz was proud of the way his team battled.
I mean, a bunch of us have been playing since we were little kids. We all know each other like the back of our hands. I just felt we had really great chemistry. The only thing that we lacked was keeping our composure, which was a really big deal. And last year, that's what we had, and that's what made our season successful.
Head coach Arturo Guerrero was disappointed with the early exit from state playoffs, but is optimistic about the future of Quincy Soccer.
I am excited. I'm still excited about the future, and hopefully they're going to continue working on their own time, because there is no off season in this sport. You got to continue getting ready, being competitive and putting the extra hours to be where you need to be.
Coach Guerrero thinks hard work will pay off for his team and expects more championships for the Jacks.
We don't want this to end. We don't want it to just end here right now with accomplishing, one title. We want some more titles for years and years to come. After
winning the district championship, the Warden Cougars were looking for a big run at state. Up first was a matchup with White Pass. It was the opening game of state play for the Warden Cougars taking on Morton White Pass. The Cougars jumped out to an early lead, but White Pass fought their way back to tie the game and send it into extra innings. Warden star pitcher Elia Enrique gave up only one earned run on 4 hits while striking out 11. But White Pass got a run across in the top of the 8th, taking the contest 4-3. Enrique was also 2 for 4 at the plate, while Andrea Contreras went 2 for 3 with a double for the Cougars. The loss set up an elimination game with Northwest Christian. It was an intense 95 degrees on the field, but the Cougars battled hard, keeping their playoff hopes alive. Warden was down late in the game until Elia Enrique launched a solo homer in the 6th, tying the game at 4-all. The Cougars strung 4 hits together in the 8th, taking the lead and winning the game 7-4. The Cougars then faced off against Colfax in another winner-go-home match. The Bulldogs jumped out to an early lead with 4 runs in the first 2 innings. The Cougars had a couple errors defensively that Colfax took advantage of. Juliana Pruneda had a big double for Warden, but it wasn't enough as Colfax knocked off the Cougars 7-0. The loss finished what was an impressive season for the Cougars. Warden loses only 4 seniors in this year's graduating class and will look for a return trip to state next season. Moses Lake softball traveled to Spokane for state playoffs. After winning the Big 9 title, the Chiefs were eager to match up against the best in state.
It was a short postseason for Moses Lake, who was eliminated after back-to-back losses on day 1 of the 4A state championships. Tahoma's big lefty, Carly Nance, was in complete control, silencing the Chiefs' bats with a one-hitter through 5 innings in Game 1. Moses Lake exploded for 209 runs during the regular season, but trailed the Bears 7-0 early. The Chiefs erased the goose egg off the board with a run in the 6th, and then rallied for 3 in the bottom of the 7th to make a game of it. Moses Lake brought the winning run to the plate with the bags full and 2 out, but couldn't come up with the clutch hit to extend the inning. The Chiefs jumped out to a 2-0 lead over Walla Walla and looked to have put Game 1 in the rearview mirror. The Blue Devils, facing elimination as well, responded with 4 runs in the home half of the first. Moses Lake got one back in the second. Walla Walla erupted for 6 runs in the bottom of the inning to blow it open early. The Chiefs loaded the bases in the top of the 4th, but once again failed to come up with the big hit. Walla Walla added 1 in the 5th to 10-run Moses Lake and end the Chiefs' season.
There were a ton of great games throughout the week in the Columbia Basin. Let's take a look at scores from your favorite teams. Baseball results. Newport takes down Gig Harbor 4-1. Centralia crushes Sela 8-3, and Colfax knocks off Toledo 4-2. Softball results. Snohomish smokes Walla Walla 12-2. White River sneaks by Sela 7-6. Othello takes down Granite Falls 6-1. Soccer results. Fife gets by Othello 2-1. Central Valley blanks Wenatchee 1-0. And Garfield takes down Ballard 3-0. Coming up after the break, we'll have our Pick 6 top plays of the week.